Spain, old Hong Kong, no matter where I
For a treat, it's little things come in small packages right here. Big things come in small packages. It's LoRRaiNe LeCkiE.
Hello, Rue. You want me to sing a song?
Yeah.
A man and a woman sitting at a restaurant table. He studies the menu and orders the usual. A man and a woman eat without speaking. She toys with the melon, he slices the pudding. How did it come to this? While they reminiscing, what happened to the kissing? What happened to the bliss? A man and a woman turn passion to ashes. Two store dummies dress in the height of fashion. A man and a woman superficially glitter. Two cold fish swimming in a poison river. How did it come to this? What is it they are missing? What happened to the kissing? What happened to the bliss? Two empty taxis, the meters ticking. Two stone heads staring at the ocean. Two loaded guns pointing at each other. Two blank screens. Program's over. What happened to the bliss? Two snakes hissing. What is it they are missing?
Wow.
Yes.
And I heard that, but it's gotten so tight now.
Yeah.
Wow. And I know, tell the story of what's going on with you right now with this, because this is like really, it's really amazing.
Well, it's a collaboration with a wonderful gentleman, Anthony Hayden Guest, who
I know.
is a writer, a journalist, a poet, cartoonist. He wrote the book on Studio 54, among other books.
Right.
And he wrote a book of his verses, and he, when I was releasing my last solo record, he came to the show, and he fell in love with me, and then he said, "Would you like to put music to my words?" And I said, "My God, you know, you're Anthony Hayden Guest.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to," and it worked out very, very
It worked
well.
out so well.
Yeah.
I mean, the story that you just sang is like, it's such a universal storyline. And wasn't it like a couple you said that he didn't even know? Was it a couple? In the song you just sang?
Yes, he
I
said
remember.
everybody knows that couple.
Right.
You know, we've all seen that in life. You know,
Exactly.
you're watching a couple and they've been together for a long time and they're very sad.
Right.
And but they're still together, and it's like such a, you always feel that feeling like.
Right.
Yeah.
It's written so eloquently, and then the music just goes so well. Like, So, did you create the choruses though?
I created all the music, so I took his words, I took his verses, and I fashioned songs out of them, and some of them are exactly, like this one is almost exactly what he wrote.
Wow, so cool.
What do you do when, I mean, that's interesting to go from poetry to the song, because then, like, you know, to kind of make it flow in your song the way it is in your head, do you rearrange some words sometimes, or what do you wind up doing?
If it calls for that, I do. Like on this record, a lot of the songs were, you know, tongue-in-cheek, a little sardonic, and I said, you know, Anthony, we need to write some tearjerkers. But this one had already been written, so he added a few other things to it. So there's some sad songs on the record that came after his book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you think? I mean, I know. So you're going to have a debut, and this is brand new.
Mercury Lounge, November 12th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we're very excited.
And is it with a band or solo?
It's with my Demons, but in
Nice.
different, not a rock band, obviously.
Right.
So
This is like a story.
It's like a story. It's songs about what the album is really about. It's about all of us. It's about New Yorkers who live extraordinary lives.
He's a socialite, isn't
They're not necessarily famous. They're struggling and trying, and they want to make more of what they have. But in any case,
But didn't Anthony grow up in a very interesting lifestyle?
well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's from aristocracy.
Exactly. He's a New York socialite.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, the family is.
Yes.
It's the Guest family.
Yes.
I mean, they're
You don't
known.
hear stories like that very often.
They're known for being around with, you know, all those people. Wait, I'm trying to think of the names even. The one that had that big mansion on, like, Astor Place. The Astors. I know, that's what it is. Does he have relatives that were on the Titanic?
I'll ask him the next time I
I'm-
see him
I'm-
tomorrow.
Oh, I'm curious, because weren't the Astors on the Titanic?
I believe so.
I think so.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I just know the name has been, I mean, if anyone's going to write about Studio 54, he's the perfect person to write about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
he lived all of that.
And let me tell you, he was so wonderful to work with.
That's
Easy
so
all the
cool.
way down the line, no problems. And a thing that I'm very excited about.
And then you're from Canada, so it's kind of cool that he picked a Canadian to interpret New York.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
we're interpreting New York, and we're, you know, some of the best New Yorkers are not from New York.
Yeah, and you are a real New Yorker.
And so is he.
Right.
That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm very excited about this track, Goodbye to All This, because it was my idea to have Anthony read a poem on the record.
Oh, that's great.
And when I was in the recording studio, the Demons were like, and my producer George Jackson's like, and Anthony's like, I don't want to be on the record, darling.
Right.
And I said, look, don't lop its ugly head off before it comes out of the ground.
Right.
Like, let's try it. We don't have to use it. And it turned
No.
out. I'm so happy to
Yeah.
have him on the record.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
that's
glad you were
important.
the voice of reason there. That, you know,
They were all
so-
against me.
Uh-huh.
I was standing alone.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So wait, isn't there a movie like that about the jury, 12 Angry Men or something, where the guy, like, all the jurors want to say he's guilty, and there's one guy that says he's not, and then they win that he's not. Like, you were that juror.
I was that juror.
I love that. That's
Uh-huh.
so great. It takes a LoRRaiNe LeCkiE to change it around a bit. So what else is going on? I know this is huge, but are there other things that you're up to?
There is something else that I'm up to that could turn out to be interesting. We are doing, there's a new club called Zierseman.
What is it?
Zierseman, it's the old zinc bar.
Okay.
And we are doing a songwriter's salon that is curated by the journalist Alan Young and the music manager Lorelei Grossman. They're curating it. And I am going to be like the mascot of the place. So it's going to be every Sunday from 5 to 7:30 songwriters. It's not an open mic, it's curated. You have to
Oh,
be
that's
invited.
awesome.
And then after, they'll have a showcase.
Amazing songwriter. You are. Exactly.
Oh, nice. So I'll take that with me.
Yeah.
I'll give it to the board. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing another permanent residency in Manhattan, which will be the first Sunday of every month at 7:15 to 8 o'clock.
Good
with
for
the
you.
Demons. So that'll be, and then I'm
When does it start?
The sign back here gets bigger and bigger.
It's going to start the first November, the first Sunday in November. So coming up November 4th.
Excellent.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. And the space is beautiful, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Where is the space again, you said?
It's a Houston and like between Thompson and LaGuardia.
Okay.
Yeah.
A hot spot.
It was the old zinc bar.
I know exactly where Zinc
Yeah.
was.
They are close.
Yeah. It's very near there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
That's great.
It's
So
gross.
what?
So-
That's awesome.
The main thing is, I want everyone to come to
I
my
know good pizza does.
CD release on November
Yeah.
12th.
Yeah, November 12th.
At
Mercury
Lounge.
Yes.
And it's early.
It's early, and then we'll have an
So
after
early.
party.
Nice.
I'm not sure where. Probably Tom and Jerry's because it's in the neighborhood.
So that's 11, 12, 12.
11, 12, 12.
Yeah.
That's a
sounds
good day. Good
Yeah.
numbers.
Sounds good. And your website is
www.LoRRaiNE LeCkiE.com.
LoRRaiNe, and we'll have it on our page and all that.
You're the first person to get a copy. I'm not giving them out, so just keep it to yourself.
Wow.
Please.
I will. Oh my gosh, I feel so lucky. I do. I really do. And you have a friend coming up now.
Yes, I do.
So you can hang out, and we'll bring him up in a minute,
That sounds
and
fabulous.
you can introduce your little adorable friend.
Okay.
Wait, but before we do that, do you have any new skeletons?
She almost
Because
got
we
away
got
with
the
that.
prunes today. It's National Prune Day.
Skeletons.
Any new good stories or old ones that you never shared?
Oh my God. I mean, awful stuff's happening all the time.
You always say that, and I never believe you because it always seems such good stuff always
Doesn't have to
happens
be
you.
awful, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't.
it's really like just.
It's a skeleton. I'd rather just
Surprise.
play another song.
Oh, I wish we had the time, but we don't. It's always time. I know, the songs tell them anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, they can look up a song.
Exactly.
Is there any song that
Every
you...
song's a true story.
Yeah, so is there any song that
Reveals
someone
the
should
skeleton?
really, what?
I mean, all of the songs, it's very confessional shit.
That's
you
what
know?
we do.
Yeah.
That is what we do. I know. But Trouble is always a good one.
Trouble's a good one.
I love that song. I have it playing actually with your picture today. So I have a prune anyway. It's
Oh, no.
You want
thank
one?
you. Oh.
There's other things. Well, besides that, it is the trick or treat basket. Why don't you close your eyes and
Okay, I'll take something.
yeah. There's some cool stuff in there.
I think if that's a babushki.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I need. Oh, yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And we'll be back with Friends of LoRRaiNe in just a second. So stick around.